Hi everyone and welcome to ISpeakSpokeSpoken.com. My name's Dan and today we're going to look at adverbs of time. So words like still, yet, again and already. Now these words are quite important because actually within your sentence they are kind of important for effective communication. And you will see as we go how they affect the sentence, how they affect the meaning and why they're pretty important, and you definitely need to know these words. Okay, so let's have a look at the pronunciation first. So still has this I sound. It's very short. Still. Okay, try and repeat it after me. Still. All right, okay. Yet. So we don't say je, we say y, yet. So yet. Okay, again, a very short sound in the middle. Eh. All right. Again. Again. We don't say again. We don't say again. We say again. Okay, so remember the strength of the word is on the second syllable, and the first part of the word is our famous schwa sound. Again. Okay. Already. Already. So already has this or sound. It's like a long or. All. It's the same as all. Like, you know, all my wonderful things, for example. Already. So this is where you put the stress on the second syllable, and it's this sound, okay? And just, I might have missed just on the first part, but anyway, just is important too. So just, and this has this j sound, j. Just with a the up sound, okay? So just. So just, it's important to make sure that the pronunciation of these words is correct before we carry on, because we're going to be talking about and using them all the way through this video. So, still, yet, again, already, and just. Okay? I'm sure you know how to use some of them already, but I just used one there, you see. You can actually go back and see how I used it. So, still. It's an adverb to show that something is continuing longer than it's expected to continue. Okay? So, actually, let's have a look at the example. So, she's still working on the project. If I say she's working on the project, it doesn't tell us that, it doesn't signify that she should have finished already. Okay? So she's still working on the project. She's taking longer than we wanted her to take, all right? Or that she wanted herself to take. It does carry this sense of persistence and endurance. I'm still doing it. You know, I'm still working. All right? And actually, you might have noticed that as I was explaining this one, I used already. And these words do work interchangeable with each other. What I mean is, if you say one sentence, if you reword it, you might find yourself using another word. And you'll see that later on in the video. Let's just keep that thought in mind for now. Okay, so for example, next example. Are you still watching that movie? Okay? The word still here used in a question form. So are you still watching that movie? You should have finished already. Okay? So maybe this is something that you've experienced in the past, but just so you know that when you use it, and it's kind of this persistence, endurance, I'm still doing it. She's still working. It's still raining. Okay? Excellent. Yet is used in negative sentences usually. Questions that indicate something that is expected to happen but has not happened until now. Okay, so it's commonly used with present perfect tense actually. So you can see that the reason we do that is because, remember, present perfect before the present, something that's important now, that's happened in the past, but yet is saying that actually that hasn't happened yet. Okay, so the yet changes this slightly. So let's have a look at the examples. So he hasn't completed his assignment yet. Okay, completed. So we put this part of the word with the strength on it. Assignment, again, the schwa is there. Yet. So he hasn't completed his assignment yet. So it means that actually we use this present perfect because there is a result now, and the result is that the assignment is not completed. So yet is often making the present perfect a negative form. So the result is a bad result or a missing result. Okay? Have you eaten yet? I'm asking, for example, have you eaten? I'm thinking about whether you are going to eat, but have you eaten yet? Meaning up until that time, or is it something that has not happened? Okay? Have you eaten yet? Okay? So the next word is again, and it indicates repetition or return to a previous state. All right? It's used when something happens another time or more than once. All right? So, for example, please read the instructions again. Okay, so it's saying, please repeat. Please do it one more time. She's decided to start the course again. Course, or, again we know, decided. Okay, this is where the strength is. I decided, and it's also the ed on this sense is id, not d, but id. Okay, there are three forms of ed. Okay, so again, you see it's happening again. So she decided to start the course again, restart. So the next one already suggests that something's happened sooner than expected or before a certain point in time. So it's often used with the present perfect tense to express surprise or affirmation of something. So, for example, they've already left the office. Okay, now be aware of this part, this surprise and affirmation, because actually this is pretty much its main use in this sentence. So they've already left the office. Okay, so they've left the office, it's just a fact. They've done it, the office is not having them in there, that's why it's relevant to the present. They've already left is saying that something's happened before you thought, oh, they've already left, they've gone. Have you already finished your meal? Have you already finished your meal? And it's like, again, it's happened sooner than I expected. Have you already finished? You can also change it around. You can put already, in this sense, at the end. You can say, have you finished already? Of course, you can't say this part if you've done that, but you can even change it slightly differently. If we just take this away, you can put already at the end. So have you finished your meal already? Okay, so already can move a little bit. But in this sense, it kind of shows you how to do it at the base form. So number 5, just. It's quite a versatile adverb, and it can mean in a short time ago. So for example, I've just seen your message, like literally a few minutes ago. So I've just seen your message. Make sure you say message. And actually, lots of people say ij, message. So I've just seen your message, meaning just a short time ago. It can also emphasize uniqueness or suddenness of an action. For example, it's just what I needed, or it's just happened. Okay, so when you use it's just what I needed, you might have been commenting on something that you were desperate to have a coffee or relax or something like this. And you can say, oh, it's just what I needed. So this kind of thing became unique to me in the moment. Okay, so understanding the words and understanding them how they work. So understanding still. So it's often positioned within the mid of the sentence, before the main verb and after the verb to be. It usually emphasizes continuity and persistence. So this is kind of building on what we've said in the first part of the video. So he's still waiting for an apology. He's still waiting for an apology. Okay, remember how we were saying that still emphasizes that something is taking longer than we wanted. So he's still waiting for an apology. So apology, apology. Okay, apology. Okay, they are still considering our proposal. It doesn't have to be emphasized like with the speech. You can say they're still considering our proposal. And it just means, you know, the fact is that it's continuing longer than we thought. Okay, so they're still considering our proposal. Okay, so how to master yet, because it's quite a difficult word to know where to place. It's not too difficult, because just remember that it's usually placed at the end of the sentence. Okay, you can put it other places, but let's just keep it simple for now. So, place at the end of the sentence in questions and negative statements. It's never used usually in positive. There are some anomalies, but we won't talk about that today. So, for example, look at the example here. Isn't it time to leave yet? Isn't it time to leave yet? It's basically asking that, you know, it should be time, we should be going, right? Maybe it signifies that you've waited quite a long time, or, you know, you're kind of, there's an impatience coming through. She hasn't replied to my email yet. Again, it's like I'm expecting it, but it hasn't happened. Okay, so there's that expectancy. And again, you can put it at the end of the sentence. This is a good rule for now. At end of sentence, you can't go wrong. Negative question. So let's have a look again at again. So again emphasizes repetition, so something happening more than once, okay? You can use it in various positions, like we said. It can move around, a bit like already actually. Often at the end, definitely need a verb. So here, can you explain that again? Here we are stuck in traffic again. Okay, just remember that explain, and there you have. And you know, you can say explain, but a lot of people say explain, explain. Okay, can you explain that again? Here we are stuck in traffic again. All right, so where could we put it if it's not here then? We could put it here. Here we are, again, stuck in traffic, but we would need, after this, to have a comma. So just remember, if you do move the again to another part of the sentence, make sure it's in the right place and you have the right punctuation, okay? Okay, deciphering already. So it expresses an action that has taken place earlier than expected. Or we can say it's an action that has happened before and that I shouldn't do it again, for example. So I've already seen this film, all right? I've already seen this film. Seen is this E sound, and it's basically what it's saying here is that I don't want to see it again because I've already seen it, okay? If I say I have seen it, then yeah, I'm different in the moment because the film has been seen, and I feel different because I know this film now. If I say I have already seen the film, then already really gives you that emphasis on the fact I don't really want to see it again, because we're saying that the action has taken place earlier, or that it has taken place and we don't want to repeat. Okay, are you already tired? Okay, this is more what we have here, but actually in the first sentence it's probably more of the fact that we don't want to repeat. Okay, so there's two slightly different meanings here, but the second one is definitely a perfect example of this. So are you already tired? I hadn't expected you to be tired yet. You see, you can always change the sentence and change the form and use one of these words in a different way. So they all work together. Go on the slides, download, try the test, and I would like you to have a little bit of a challenge. Download the slides, go over the videos again. When we have our examples here, okay, try to rewrite them using a different one and just see how you get on, okay? You can even put it in the comments and we'll have a look at them and we can see if you've got them right or not. So for example, take our example here. Can you explain that again? Maybe you can use another word. Maybe you can try it a different way. Or maybe you can reword this one. Are you already tired? You can try and change it around using another one. Put it in the comments. We'll have a look how it goes. For the last one then, before we end, we have just. Just is a very nice word. I use it quite a lot of the time, and it's kind of an easy word to use. So I just wanted to thank you. That's just what I was thinking. Okay? So here, they kind of mean two slightly different things. So it can kind of imply a recent action or emphasize the exactness of suitability. So what I mean by that is recent action, that's just what I was thinking. So I was just thinking it just a few minutes ago. And, you know, thinking can be an action too, right? I just wanted to thank you. So this is an exactness. It's exactly what I wanted to do. I just wanted to thank you. Just you. Okay, so it's a uniqueness. All right? Right, okay. You know what to do. Comments, rewriting, going over everything. Enjoy. We'll see you next time.